The Dodgers are losing 3-0 already, you know?
Nah, for real?
Yeah. But I had called you earlier because I was gonna stop by for a talk can, but I didn't remember if you told me if they sell talk cans right there at your the CVS right there on your route. I remember
Oh,
you told me they
okay.
sell beer, but I don't know they sell talk cans.
Damn. Did you stop?
No, I didn't end up stopping,
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think they do.
but they do sell beer.
Yeah, they sell beer, but I don't know about tall cans. I think just packs, like 12s, 24s.
Oh, really? Yeah. I just
Yeah.
wanted a talk can for the kind of like because I only had like 6 years, so I don't want to start drinking them.
Well,
That's why I
well,
wanted
well, why didn't you go to right there to Joe?
because I had to pick up Bella from school.
Oh, yeah, nah, I don't think they do, honestly.
Mm.
Moses, you remember? I know we've been there before.
Fuck. I feel like they do,
Yeah?
but maybe you know what? No, not singles or 3 pack of Talk Canton.
Yeah, I can't remember, honestly. Maybe just a
I think
pack.
I've only stopped there. Well, besides buying a pack, I've stopped there before to pick up singles, but they only had a 3 pack.
Maybe. I don't know. I never really checked it out. Like, to be honest, just that one time we went after work. We were going to my brother's to. I hear my echo. 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 I hear myself
Are you
talking.
saying that? Are you saying that? Let me see. Say it
Let me
again.
see. Say it again. I
Yeah.
can hear. I hear
Oh,
your echo.
I guess it was Moses. That fool left and then he started
Okay.
alone.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't hear myself no more.
Yeah. Let me
I
see.
don't hear that echo
I
no
think
more.
that fool's gonna come back in. But what'd you do this past weekend?
This past weekend, on Saturday, I had a. Oh wait, I was off the weekend. I was off all weekend. Saturday, just same old kids games, soccer games, and then we went out for a birthday party for a homegirl's son's birthday party, a friend's birthday party, you could say. Uh, we got in the pool, all that, you know. We went to Chuck E. Cheese on Friday before that for the same birthday party, and Saturday, yeah, same thing. Just hang out and jumped in the pool. Well, not me, but the kids did, and it was I got pretty litty. I ain't gonna lie. Saturday, I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was yeah late. I was late. Yeah,
all crudo on Sunday.
Sunday I was just straight chilling in the pad. I didn't do shit. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just chilling with the family, of course, but just chilling. And then Matthew didn't have any games, no soccer games, nothing. So we're just in the pad all day.
Tumo.
Shit, what did I do, dog? um, Saturday, yeah, Saturday. Came home from work and my wife wanted to go to the brewery. I didn't really want to go because she ain't gonna listen to this, but it was just two of her own girls. And I had two. We had my two youngest. So I told her, "Nah, I'll drop you off. Like, I'm good, you know." I wasn't trying to go,
Mhm.
but she was like, "Nah, come on, go have your drink, blah blah." So whatever, I gave in, and we went. It ended up being a cool time. Watched the ending. That Saturday, that's when the Dodgers had smacked the Yankees 18-2, whatever the case was. And so I saw the ending of that game. And then they started showing the America LFC game. Saw a little bit of mostly all of it, but I missed. I saw when they tied. 1-1, and then I was there by the time I got home. I checked, and America had lost 1-2. And then Sunday, dog. Sunday, we just chilled. We chilled out. My middle one had been bugging to go to Denny's. I don't know why, but we took him to Denny's for breakfast. He said the chocolate milk is good right there.
Oh yeah,
I'm on to ask JD about that one since he likes chocolate milk. But
he's gonna tell you Trader
but
Joe's.
but
Trader
yeah,
Joe's
we
the
went.
best.
But yeah, we did that on Sunday. Just kind of chilled out at home. I went to the. I was at the Cerritos Mall. Had to buy some new Crocs for the kids. We're at the Cerritos Mall, and that was it. Came home, chill, bro. Get ready to work on Monday.
That's that Benji. That's that Benji laughing.
That what?
That fool Benji.
You heard him?
Yeah, that's the yeah. On Friday, well, Friday I worked. So when I got off, I don't even remember. I think Friday. No, Friday I came straight home. Saturday after work, I went to my parents' house. I had me some few chelas right there, and then Sunday we went to church. Sunday we went to church. We went to go eat at Domenico's. Have you guys ever been right there?
Now what is that?
It's an Italian restaurant.
Oh,
Pizza.
okay.
Pizza. They got salads, pasta. And I went because they have the calamari, the baby squid calamari, and they fucking got rid of the calamari. They don't sell them there no more. And
That's
but yeah, and then I came home. I bought me a 12 pack, but I only drank like four, I think, or five.
No más.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I just fell asleep.
Algo leve.
Yeah, that was because I was gonna work Monday too. But tomorrow I'm off though. That's why I'm trying to drink. I was trying to drink. That's why I wanted to go to the liquor store too, or to the CVS. But
So
no sales.
you didn't end up getting nothing? Just
Nah,
what?
just whatever I have here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nah. You could across the street to the what's that Asian market?
yeah. They each more. Nah, wait, fuck. I'm not walking over there.
It's right across the street,
I
dog.
know. Too far for me.
Alright.
Shit. Well, let's get into it. I mean, what you want to get into first? Basketball, MLB, Liga MX,
You gotta
America,
be
LAFC, NFL. Huh?
you gotta be the NBA finals, no?
All right, let's do it.
Yep.
So we got game one of the NBA Finals starting tomorrow, I believe. Pacers versus OKC. I think it's gonna be a fast paced, uh, high scoring series. I had told my brother a few couple weeks before or back that I don't see no one beating OKC, but I do think the Pacers are gonna give them a battle, and I do want to take the Pacers in seven, but it's just OKC, and I don't know overall OKC I think has a better squad. They have a deeper bench as well, but Chinto, give us your thoughts on that series or what you think is gonna happen.
Damn, man. I'm hearing a lot of people are picking Indiana. They're taking the upset. Obviously, that's an upset because OKC had the best record in the league, right?
Yeah.
But
Oh, they are the favorites, so to win the whole
yeah,
thing,
oh,
win the
exactly.
game.
They're minus like 900 right now, right, to win the whole thing.
I believe so, something like that.
Around there, pues. But yeah, I think OKC is they'll prove too much. They're the number one reason for a seed they're the number one seed for a reason. You know they got a it's a compelling matchup though. You got the number one offense, which is Indiana, versus the number one defense, OKC, right? So I guess this year's finals is gonna prove like offense versus defense. You see, you know. I mean, obviously OKC has a good ass offense too, but in terms of stats, Indiana is the number one offensive team, not by a lot, but they are. and then OKC is the best defensive team. So with that being said, though, I just feel like OKC will overpower the Indiana Pacers. I mean, OKC, they got bigs, they got perimeter defense, they got shooting, they got mid range. I'm not saying the Pacers don't, but I feel like OKC is just a superior to the Pacer players in every category I just mentioned. I don't know, man. I think this series might not be as good as you guys or as Tonyo thinks.
Damn.
I think this series might be over in 5 or 6 at the six the most. I'm
Wow.
thinking five. I'm thinking five. OKC in five is what I'm thinking.
Man, that's crazy. Well, as you see here, that or at least here on whatever book, ESPN, the ESPN book has them at -700. OKC -700, and then Indiana +500 to win the series.
Yep.
And then obviously for this game right here,
Right.
Pacers
Minus
are
9.5.
plus 9.5 for Indiana Pacers. I mean, that's a high spread. I mean, for a finals, I feel like
That
that's a high spread.
that's a high ass spread. And maybe Indiana might come out and shock the world in game one. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but I'm saying maybe they'll cover. I mean, they'll cover that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I just OKC Thunder's been really great at home. They've been dominating at home. You know,
Well,
so
you say that OKC has been really great at home, but the Pacers have been really good as away too, as an away team. They've been really good, winning a lot of games
yeah,
away from home.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, is this is the finals. Like anything can happen. Like these are the two best teams facing each other. So at the end of the day, anything can happen. I just feel like the Thunder are gonna be too much for the Pacers with SGA and then boys over there playing that solid ass perimeter defense. That they can look. OKC has been able to lock up Jokic, and then in the second round, who they lock up?
Ant-Man.
Atman,
man.
Atman. So I mean, do you think Halliburton is better than those two dudes right there? I don't know.
No.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
uh, no, I don't think so. But I feel like his game is different than both of them. So
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. But look, that's what I'm saying. Look, obviously, Jokic is center. They locked him down, right? This it's Ant Man is a shooting guard. They locked him down, and now Halliburton. I know he's a point guard, but that's what I'm trying to say about the OKC defense. They're as solid as it comes. I'm just saying, man, that OKC defense, that perimeter defense, especially, is what I'm talking about. Like they'll switch everything. Like trust, I feel like they're gonna have Halliburton on lockdown. I feel
I
like,
see that. I
I
could
feel
see
like,
that. But give us your thoughts, Mo. What you think of this series or this game, whatever you
Yeah,
want to talk
yeah,
about.
I'm pretty much in agreement, in full agreement with Cinto. I don't think it's gonna be close at all. Like I believe if OKC could win these first two games at home, it will be over at five. But the Pacers are gonna be if Pacers are able to sneak a win in, then probably in six. But kind of like what Cinto said about locking up the players. But I agree with that part too. Not only the players, I feel like overall as a team, OKC had a I don't want to say a harder schedule to make it into the finals, but they did play Denver, they did play the Wolves, and both teams are pretty solid. Yeah, Pacers beat the Cavs in the first round or the second round, whatever it was, but the Cavs were all banged up. The Cavs were, they didn't have their top three players in the first couple games, and even when they came, they were 100. No knock on the Knicks. I know the Knicks are pretty solid, a pretty solid squad, but I just feel like overall OKC, like Chinto said, has the defense and they have the defense and they know how to game plan as well. The coaching staff knows how to run that defense. So nah, I got OKC as well in 5 or 6.
and, and it's like we always say, defense win championships, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, don't forget. I mean, Indiana Pacers ain't that they got a good defense as well. But what I wanted to say is that has OKC played a team that's as fast as the Pacers that could probably match their speed, how the pace of play. Because I think Timberwolves are kind of not as fast. They're okay. They're a pretty fast team, but not as fast as the Pacers.
They're a half
Obviously,
court
not as
team.
fast as OKC. That's what I'm saying. But the
Well,
Pacers, I mean,
when they played each other though, they played twice, and OKC won both games, 120-114 back in December, and the other one in March 29th. OKC won that one 132-111, so they swept the series.
Yeah, they did. I'm gonna say this. Uh, going back to Moses' point where the Pacers beat a banged up what was it,
Cavs.
Cleveland Cavaliers team. They did they beat the Knicks, but the Knicks beat a banged up team as well. Remember, to get to that point. So it's not like they were playing like a real contender, because the Knicks beat the Celtics without Jason Tatum pretty much, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
going back to your point, Moses, the Knicks, I don't know if they were really deserving to be there, because they had Boston Celtics. So
Mhm.
yeah, so like you said, the Pacers had a kind of like a easier path to the finals,
Finals.
yeah. But to go back to your question, though, Tonyo, uh, I don't think there's a team that was faster than the Pacers. They ranked number one in pace and fast breaks. So there's no team that's gonna match the Pacers in fast breaks or up tempo or whatever you want to call it. You know, but but if there is one team that can contain them, is the Thunder. Like their perimeter defense, like they're number one. You know, so that pace, I don't know if it's gonna matter too much. Because OKC Thunder is young themselves, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're young themselves, so that they'll be able to come back and go back and forth with them. I don't know if that's the game they want to play. I'm not saying that's the game they want to play. Maybe they do, because OKC is pretty fast themselves. But I don't feel like that's gonna be much of a difference. The up tempo game. We'll see. We'll see. But I just don't feel it. I don't see it.
Well, then you guys got OKC winning in you said 5 6 games.
Yeah,
I said 5 or 6. Yeah.
I'm gonna say six just to be on the safe side.
No more than
Uh,
six. It's not going to 7 though, for sure.
damn. See, that's I think it's gonna go to 7. I mean, obviously it's the last few games of the season, so they're gonna have more than enough time to take a break. So no matter what, they're gonna go all out, and Iron Pacers are gonna end up taking like 2 3 of them, I think.
No,
So
man.
But I mean, even if they go to seven, you really think OKC will lose at home in Game 7?
yeah, that's it. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't say I got Pacers. I just think it's gonna
Oh,
go to
okay.
Game 7. I wanted to take Pacers. I really do, but
Yeah.
overall, OKC, like you guys said, OKC has a better team overall, better bench. I think better players, better shooters. So and then let's not forget they got the best free throw merchant in the game. Too.
SGA.
Look,
SGA.
look. This is what have I been saying on the podcast for the last 3 weeks or whatever it is. What have I been saying? I said, whoever won that series from the Denver Nuggets and the Thunder was gonna go on and win the championship. I really feel that way. Like I think that was their toughest test. The Nuggets. And look, you saw they won in 7, right? Like I feel like that was really their toughest test. And now that they were able to overcome that, face adversity early in the playoffs. I know they're a young team. I feel like that grew that team so much more. Like like I know they're young still, but that I think that put them up here, like to the top. Like I feel like it's That like nobody's gonna stop them. I feel like, come on, like
Yeah.
that's all they
to
needed.
the
All they
top.
needed to the top. All they needed was experience. That's all they're lacking, right? OKC experience. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that series alone put them up there, like in experience, like that, like trust. I've been saying it like, oh, whoever won that series is gonna win the championship, and I really feel that way. I think OKC's gonna take it. You know.
Look, here's a hot take. Maybe not so hot. I don't know, but I feel like this is OKC's first. That I got them winning. I think this is gonna be their first championship of many. I think they're gonna go ahead and build a dynasty. Like I think I've said it in episodes before, prior that I had heard that OKC has so many draft picks as well. So I mean they're gonna be set for the next several years. So I feel like this is going to be the first of many.
That's for sure. They look like all those. Just think about all those young players they already have on their squad that are putting in work. Now, think like Moses just said, think about all those draft capital they still have on top of those young talent. Like they don't even have to draft all these players. They could trade away a lot of those picks. Obviously, they're not gonna be first round picks no more because they might win the title, but they're still
Uh,
top picks. You know, first round
Yeah.
picks. They're still first round picks. They got like up to 20, 29, 20, 30, whatever it may be. They got all those picks. So they're sitting pretty for the next 10 years, you could say.
Well, it's not
yeah,
even just that. All the young players they got to are all still under contract. I believe like 3 or 4 year contracts.
That's what I'm saying.
Sheesh.
That's what I'm saying. Or just forget about the young players. Like I mean, the picks that they got. Look at the young players they're balling with. That took them to the finals this year. You know that
Yeah.
alone like is looking scary, but it's to be determined. We'll see if they even win this title. Like I said, I do got them, but you gotta play the game. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, moving on. Unless you guys got anything else to add to that.
no,
Okay. Well, let's move on to, you want to talk MLB? Talk some MLB real quick.
yeah. Let's get into it.
All right. First thing is Dodgers versus Yankees. Did we talk about that last week? Last episode?
No,
Okay.
We preview.
We previewed it, right? Okay.
Mhm.
yeah,
Well, Dodgers beat the Yankees. They sweep them, right? They sweep them actually.
no. I lost the last
Oh,
game.
That's right. Yeah, with Yamamoto. Yamamoto lost it. Well, that first game was that the smack where we smacked them?
Second
No,
game
no.
was a smack.
second
Second
game was
game.
a
Second game
smack.
was a
First,
smack.
Hey, and that's the one I expected for us to lose, not the Yamamoto one. And I expected the second game to lose, and that's the one we smacked. The first one, me and Chito had said it's gonna come up to that first game. If we win that game, we're gonna win the series. But I didn't think it was gonna be
Mm.
that second game that was gonna win us the series. I thought it was gonna be the third game. But Yamamoto, I guess. I
it
mean,
happens.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't. That what?
It happens.
Yeah, I
On
mean,
season, every pitcher has a bad game here and there. It happened to
yeah.
him.
Yeah,
And
well,
the
I
young
mean,
guy.
like, look at like I know you guys were Dodger. I know you guys are Dodger fans and probably biased about it, but like, I mean, the way you guys were looking at Yamamoto and the way I was looking at Yamamoto, that's how I was looking at Max Fried game one. I was like, ain't no way Max Fried's gonna lose. Same way as I said, there ain't no way Yamamoto's gonna lose. And both had some a rough game, a rough outing, So they flip flop because that was those were my locks. I really had Dodgers losing game one and winning game three.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We had the opposite. Me and my brother and you, Moses. We had the opposite picks. You feel me? So you had obviously
Yeah,
1, 2 Yankees and then 3 Dodgers, right? We had the complete opposite, which is funny though. I mean, that's baseball though, right? That's baseball. You anything can happen in baseball.
Yeah,
Like,
you never know.
yeah,
Well, any sport. I mean, you still got to play the game.
yeah,
That's what we say all the time. You still got to play the game.
yes, sir.
Yeah, but the star of that series, Freddie Freeman. I mean, not just for that series, Freeman's probably one of our best. Well, not probably. He is one of our best hitters, if not the best right now so
He is.
far. Uh, Man, he keeps
He might
I
be
don't
the
know,
best
he
hitter in
keeps
baseball.
showing up. He just keeps showing up.
He might be the best hitter in
Game.
baseball. To be honest
Yeah,
with you.
winning us in winning for us in overtime. You know, I mean, why I keep saying overtime? Uh,
Extra innings.
Extra.
Extra innings. I don't know why I keep saying overtime, but man, like that guy's crazy. Like bat after bat, hit after hit, double after double, home run. Man, what
Yeah.
you guys think? Well, I mean, you guys kind of said a little bit, but anything else you guys thought about that series?
That
Or take away
series
from
with the
that series?
Yankees,
Yeah, with the Yankees.
that was a big win for the Dodgers. That's what I think. It was 2-1, 2-1. That with that blowout in the second game, I feel like that was a statement game right there. I don't know how you guys feel about Moses. You were the baseball player. I don't know if you feel that was a statement game. I know it's too early in the season right now, but you think about a World Series rematch. I don't know if we're gonna face the Yankees again. You guys could maybe let me know if we are. But I feel like the
Shit, I
Dodgers.
don't even know if you guys will be in the World Series. So that's my honest truth.
No, no, I'm not. I'm not talking. Oh no, I don't know if we are. Obviously, nobody knows. But I'm talking about like
Uh huh.
a World Series rematch. Two of the top contenders. I feel
Uh
like
huh.
I feel like the Dodgers came out and played. Obviously they
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah. For the rematch, they took it serious.
Yeah,
Um, both dealing with injuries. Obviously, you guys are your bullpen, and these guys got a couple batters gone. Jazz Chisholm, and I
yeah,
think one more
for
that
sure.
I'm missing. But I mean, I think it was pretty much evened out. And I mean, that second
Was it
game really like was really a statement in my opinion. And I mean, I don't know what it is. The Yankees have a good team, but they just can't beat the Dodgers. They just, I mean, I really had it the other way around. Yankees taking the first two, and I was completely off. But
we were all
you
off?
know,
You know,
hats off to the Dodgers. Like they came out and play. I mean, I don't know. I just some teams have a number on them, and I feel like the Dodgers have the Yankees number.
just like the Angels have our number. No,
Just like that.
lead it
Well,
off.
speaking of the Angels, oh, let me answer your question first, Chinto. We don't play the Yankees no more.
See, so that was the only time this season. So I feel like they had to come. Not that they had to. Obviously, they didn't have to. They're still in first place, but I feel like they wanted to come out and show. Put on a show what they're still capable of.
Even with all the injuries.
Even with all the injuries, don't matter. Still gotta win. And then that 2-1, that was a huge win for the Dodgers. I feel like 2-1
Yeah.
series, 2-1 series win. It was huge for sure.
Before moving on to the Angels, real quick though, the Dodgers are playing another four-game series right now against Mets. Two great games, both going to extra
The other
innings.
New York team.
But yeah, the other New York team, the first one didn't go our way. We lost that one in extra innings, but the second one was the one we won. Well, Freddie Freeman won that one with his extra base hit at the end to walk it off. I mean, both of these series have been pretty good. I mean, I know that second game was a blowout against the Yankees, but it was still a pretty good game though. But like, I don't know if it's the Yankees that the Dodgers want to play hard. Like I mean, no disrespect, but against the Angels, Angels had, like you guys say, Angels have our number. Like I don't know why we just don't show up against the Angels, or I don't know what it is. But like when we play the New York teams, like it's like, well, at least for right now, It's like they've been showing up,
That's just the way the universe rolls. Sometimes there's something some teams is just gonna, no matter what you try to do, what you do, they're gonna have your number. Other teams,
You know what I think it is though too. The majority for me is 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 that like you guys said it, and Mookie Betts said it. Everybody's gonna play the Dodgers like it's their World Series, and the Dodgers. I feel like they know the Dodgers. They know they're gonna make the playoffs. I think they kind of like look over the weaker teams, but teams that they know they might face in the playoffs. Mets, Braves, Padres, and then if they make it to the World Series again, the Yankees could be one of the teams they face, and I just feel like that's their World Series. They want to see how they match up against the above 500 teams versus the sub 500.
and
that's
yeah,
that's it.
that always happens, bro. Like they play down to their competition. You could is what people say, right? They
Yeah.
play, like they take their foot off the pedal for a little bit, thinking that it'll be all right. I mean, yeah, I hear you. I can see that. I can see that.
Well, moving on to the Angels. The Angels are in a series with Boston too. Oh, they played the Yankees as well, right? Before this.
Well, that's so on the last episode, the game wasn't over, but we got swept by the Yankees on our last episode on Wednesday. After that, for the weekend, we played Cleveland. We lost that series. I think we took the first game, if I'm not mistaken, and we lost the last two. And then traveled over to Boston. We played them. Uh, we played them on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today was a travel game, so we played early. But yeah, we took the first two, dropped this one. This one I didn't watch it because I was at work. But I wish I want to watch the highlights. Exciting game going back and forth. I think it was like 4-0 first inning, and then they answered right back. Boston 5-4. I can't remember the score, but the box score, but they're going back and forth the whole game. And then a lucky walk-off home run in the was it Stat Cam era. This is the shortest home run. I think it was only like 301 feet. So it hit the perfect spot. It hit the perfect spot out there
That's
in right field. So it is what it is. Baseball is a game of inches, and it's all good. At least we took the series. And like I told the Angel fans last week, like these seasons are passing by. Nobody expects us to do much. Just enjoy the ride. Like enjoy the victories when we get them, and just enjoy these tight games. Like this game was fun to watch, even though we lost. Like it was a fun game to watch. As long as this team is competitive, these young players, like I said on last episode, this is our AAA team that's playing now. So just enjoy the moment. Like this is what it's going to be in the future if this team stays intact. If we ain't sellers, this is the team we got. I mean, and the season's still young. We barely got to June, 5 games back. And the way the AL West is up for grabs. Anybody could take it. I think Mariners are in first place right now. Um, Houston and Texas. And nobody. I feel like nobody in the AL West is what's the word like steady,
they're not.
consistent. Nobody in the AL West is consistent. And that's what I kind of noticed, especially with the Angels. Like I've been saying in our videos on Instagram, that we could never be consistent. We could never the offense. It's either we got the offense and we don't got the pitching, or we got the pitching and we don't got the offense. We could be right there, or at least meet in the middle, and we'll start winning some more games. We just got to stay above 500. A very important series coming up on the weekend against the number one Mariners. So if we could win that series, we should be good. We're traveling from the East Coast, coming back to the West Coast, but we got a day off tomorrow. Good thing is we played early, so I'm hoping they flew in already and start getting some rest. We'll see.
For sure.
And then also before this last game, or the today's game started, uh, the Red Sox, one of the Red Sox coach was getting into it with Anderson before the game. What was all that about? And then you sent me a post too. I want you to talk on this as well. The Angels reportedly accusing the Red Sox of stealing signs of the first base coach stealing signs. I try to look for it online. I don't see that. I don't see it. But
Yeah, I
speak
mean,
on
this
it
is
as
an
well.
Angel fan page. This is an Angel fan page on Facebook. Well, it says right here, I see it now too. It says CBSNews.com. I guess you can
And
find it
that's
there. But,
Yeah, I searched it up. I
but,
searched it and everything, but it doesn't
oh
come
yeah?
up. No.
Okay, unless this fan page is lying, but according to this fan page, yeah, like Tonio was saying, the Angels have accused the Red Sox first base coach, Jose Flores, in stealing signs during Tyler Anderson's start on Monday. That was the reason for a little shouting match before today's game. It wouldn't shock me a bit if the Red Sox. Oh no, I mean, well, this ain't the first time that Boston would be accused of cheating, and they got Alex Cora over there too. He was the manager of the Houston when they got caught cheating and stuff. And I mean, I won't be surprised. I mean, the Angels ended up winning that game anyway. So I mean, I, I I'm not. I feel like the good thing is they don't look like haters getting smacked and accusing someone of cheating. So if they're cheating, we'll see. What's up, Chito?
I just got a quick question, serious question too. Like I really don't know.
Uh,
So you tell me, Moses, because I know you play baseball, but look, this is my question. Because I hear that happens in baseball a lot, bro, where signs are being stolen, right? Like people, players, maybe players running in second base that are in second base, you know, reaching out to the batters. I don't know.
mm,
This is what I like. Honestly, this is a serious question. Serious question. So like, honestly, like, is that like part of the game? You think is it really part of the game, or do you consider that really cheating? That's my question. That's my question.
damn.
Because I hear that a lot. I hear a lot, like a lot of the like. I hear like okay, for example, here let me give you an example. The like 2 weeks ago, maybe I forgot for what game it was, but there was a runner on second, bro, and that they let the runner from second go to third.
Yeah, I think
Just
I think you're talking about the Angel Dodger game with
what?
Jansen when Otani was in second base and he balked on purpose,
Oh yeah,
and then he
yeah.
told Otani, "Go to third. I
Go
balked.
go
Go to
go
third."
to go to third.
Yeah, yeah,
That way Otani wouldn't recall to his the batter any of
hmm
the signs that were being thrown around. So that's
yeah,
I really don't know. I really don't.
yeah. Well, like the homeboy Shadow said right here. I don't think. I think it's one of those unwritten rules. Like I don't think it's cheating, but it's just like, for my opinion, pues my personal opinion, it's just something I guess shouldn't do. But like we said before, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But like I'm not saying that's cheating. Like you got to do better. People tip the pitches. There's a famous video. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw it because it's an Angel page, and it was Mike Trout. He was out in the outfield, like he saw the pitcher tipping, like he's tipping. Like some pitchers, if you could catch it as a batter, you could see the difference. When it's a fastball, they're like winding up, they're getting ready. It's a
Mhm.
fastball, they want to get the good grip. When it's an off-speed pitch, they're more relaxed. So it's the same thing. It's similar to that. I feel like,
Mhm.
it's similar to that. If you can't hide what you're about to throw, that's on you. You got to be able to hide your signs. And then nowadays, you don't even throw up your sign. You got
Yeah,
the intercom.
yeah,
So I mean, I don't think I don't say it's cheating, but I just think it's an unwritten rule. I mean, there's that they were accusing the Yankees as well. You didn't see the video of the Yankee batters always looking at the first base coach as well. Then they'll look at the pitcher. The first
Mhm.
base coach will give him a like kind of sign, like he'll be looking in at the catcher and stuff, and that was an accuse of tipping pitches right there too. But I don't. For me, my opinion is not cheating.
All right. So let's get this straight right now. It's part of the game, right? It's part of the game.
Hmm.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. All right.
Oh
Part of the
yeah,
game. Start
I mean,
using
if,
the you got the intercom now or whatever that thing is called. You know,
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
using that
No,
better.
yeah.
I mean, if for the league, if the league doesn't want them to start tipping to keep tipping calls or whatever it is, then they should make a rule for it, you know. And if they get caught tipping, and they should either fine them or kick them out of the game. I guess I don't know, something like that. You
See, but
know,
as a right,
like
but as a
but that yeah,
Nah,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
we're saying
It's
it's
not
part
a
of the
rule.
game, though.
No, I
yeah.
know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If the league wants you to or for a team not to be tipping for players or coaches, whatever it is, like they got to make a rule for it, you know. And then if they get caught doing it, then they got to get either fined or get kicked out of the game. You get me? Like, but I know it's not a rule right now, so I guess it is. Yes, so it is part of the game. It's because there's no rule for it.
I mean,
Technically, it's
who
not
knows how
cheating.
long this been going for, right? It's been probably since the beginning of baseball, right? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So I mean, well, I mean, it is what it is. Like every team can do it, right?
But yeah, see, but that's what I'm saying. Like if like say it was Angels complaining about them cheating or tipping calls, like why are they complaining if they know it's part of the game?
It's like I said. I said it's part of the game, but it's just one of those unwritten rules. You know, unwritten rules like in baseball too. A bases loaded, 3-0 count is one of those, and you're losing. You're getting like no, you're winning. You're up big. If you're up big and bases loaded, 3-0 count, you're not supposed to swing because they know you got to throw a strike.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna
Yeah.
walk the batter. It's one of those unwritten rules. Like don't swing. If you swing, I mean, there's a player that got benched for swinging 3-0 count. You know, with the bases loaded being up big. I can't recall his name, but I think that's why they're hating. You know, like, but no. At the end of the day, yeah, like you guys are right. Anderson and I think it was Ohapi that caught the game. Anderson or Ohapi got to do better at hiding the
But
signs, like Shadow said, protecting the signs.
but look, we weren't even talking. The original topic was of first base coach, though, right?
Uh huh.
It wasn't even the second. I mean, I brought up the second base runner, but it was the original topic we were discussing was the first base coach was stealing the
Yeah, I
signs, right?
mean, but for me, it's the same thing. The
It's the
coach
same thing.
is
Okay. Oh, that was my
he's out
question.
there, like he's out there
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
field. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
That,
part of the game too. You know,
okay.
he's an
That was
important
my
piece of the
question.
game.
Okay. Okay. So it's all. You say
It's all
it's
part of
all
the
It's
game.
all fair
part of
game.
yeah
It's all fair game.
part of the game. Okay. That was my question.
Well, Mo, you had said the other day you still have faith in the Angels to make playoffs. I'm guessing that's what you said. Well, right here, they're fourth in their division.
5
Uh,
games back.
five games back. I haven't checked you guys' schedule. I don't know how it is, but
Well, like I
you
said,
tell
we play
me.
the Mariners. I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna sweep the Mariners, but with baseball, like it's still a long season, and the way it is, you could catch up easy. You sweep the Mariners. I'm not saying they are. I don't got the Angels sweeping the Mariners, you know. But you go from being 5 to 2 games behind. But if you get swept, obviously you go from 5 to 8 games behind. So I could flip flop like that. But I mean, that's why for me, yeah, I did read one of the comments. I made a statement one time. I said this is a very important series for the Angels. But somebody said every game is important for the Angels. But it is true. I mean, if you're not in first, every game is important. You can't keep on falling behind. Look at the Athletics. You know, Athletics. They were at one point were above the Angels, and Angels swept 4 game sweep. against the A's, and now look at the A's fell 10 games behind. So, but the Seattle is hot. The Seattle is hot right now.
They
We
have
could
the
at
they
least
have
win
the
the
they have
series,
the.
and
Is that the team with the home run leader?
yeah, the catcher. Everybody was that everybody was coming
I
for me for that too because I had Ohapi starting the All Star game and they had their catcher. I forgot his name, but no, that dude is a beast. Obviously, for those that listen, that follow us here on YouTube, yeah, I did have Logan, but a serious talk, that dude from Seattle's balling out. But I would obviously want. I'm being biased, and I want to see Ohapi in the All Star game. He deserves it. But the dude from Seattle, he's balling now. He is the home run leader.
and then I did hear that the I don't know if it was fans or fan base, whatever, but that something that has to do with Seattle, that they were mad because when Otani was a home run leader, oh, there's all this talk, all this noise around it, and then right now that this is a leader, that this is a home run leader, like there's no hype or anything like that around
Who's the
around him.
Who's the home run leader?
The catcher de Seattle
Uh, uh,
Mariners, forgot his
I thought
name.
it was
the
Otani still.
catcher, nah, it's not.
Let me see if it comes up on
What's
here.
his name?
Let's see if it comes up on here.
I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Riley or whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Something
Raleigh,
like that.
But I
Raleigh.
thought Otani was still the home run leader.
No, I think yeah.
Cal Riley. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's
Raleigh,
it's him. Cal
Raleigh.
Riley.
Yeah.
Cal
Dang,
Riley.
how many he
He's
has
he's a
already?
home run hitter.
I think he has
Damn,
like
I
one more,
forgot, but
two
he's
more. I
up there.
think.
Like I think
Dang,
he's
I
like
mean,
at
I'll search it up
23
right
or
here.
something like that.
dang, he really
I'll,
sending the bombs in.
I'll search it up right here. So, but go ahead, finish your thought.
No, oh yeah, he's at 23. 23 home runs.
23 and Otani's at 20.
Tony's at 20. No, Tony's at 23 as well. So they're tied now.
They're
But I
tied.
think Cal Riley was up by one. I think before this yesterday's game, I believe. Otani was at 22, and then Riley was at 23. Yeah, the catcher, and then Judge is at 21. But I
But
want to
you
talk about.
see, okay,
Go ahead.
real quick, just to defend myself. Besides the home runs, Cal Riley's batting 259, and Logan O'Hoppe is a little right below him, 251. So that's what I see as a hitter. Like I don't know how you guys see it, but I don't care how many home runs you hit. If you're only hitting like, oh, you know what was a crazy stat I just saw the other day? What I'll tell you right now the stat. But um, if you're hitting home runs and that's it, like I mean, you're kind of known as a Max Muncy. Not to throw him under the bus, but when Max Muncy goes up to bat, he's going to strike out or hit a home run. It's one or the other. So if your batting average is really low, like for me, that means nothing. But like this one was a crazy stat. Talking about strikeouts, I just want to throw this out there for the podcast. Um, you all know Ellie De La Cruz, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Reds.
Ellie De La Cruz has passed the legendary Tony Gwynn in career strikeouts. Gwynn played 2,440 games in his career and struck out 434 times. And Ellie De La Cruz, in just 319 games, he passed Tony Gwynn. So Ellie De La Cruz last year led the league in strikeouts with 218 strikeouts in a season. And Tony Gwynn, he never struck out more than 40 times in a season. So, but I didn't know that. I didn't know. I obviously don't follow the Cincinnati Reds. They're not in our division. They're not even in our league. But I see all this hype around Ellie De La Cruz because of his speed. but I mean, this dude strikes out plenty of times.
So I
Max
mean,
Muncy does get walks, though. Max Muncy does get a lot of walks, though. But you had said this before in a previous episode about that, and we were having a, not, I wouldn't call it an argument, but a disagreement about it. That because it's not just about home runs. That's what you were saying, right? In a previous
Yeah,
episode, and
last year I think it was
yeah,
last year,
yeah, I think that was last year. But I
or
guess I
last year
guess
when we were
that
talking
is
about
pretty much.
MVP. I think.
I guess that is true because I mean, what would you rather have? Hits? It's hard to explain it, but like it's not like if you're just hitting home runs and it's just you hitting home runs, you're not winning. You're not winning the games, and I guess it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, I mean,
Team
I
wise,
guess that's one way to look at it. That is one way to look at it.
the most important thing is to win. It's not just bombing the ball. You got to try to get on base. That way, if somebody else can come up and hit and either hit a home run or even get a double and bring in the runs, that's more important, right? Than the home runs. But I mean, if you can
Yeah.
blast it, I guess it's good as well. Why not?
most definitely, most
I,
definitely.
I I agree with Shadow right here. Batting average is down in the league. Um, I don't know how true that is. I believe that as well. But you do see the difference. This I feel like this season, a lot of pitchers their ERA is down. If you're paying attention to the ERA, there's a lot of pitchers on the solid pitchers that are under three for sure, under 3.0 ERA. So I feel like maybe they switched the balls back up. I remember last a couple years ago where they were saying the balls were juiced, but I don't know. That's just a little conspiracy theory. Maybe at the end of the season we'll all look into.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, at the end of the day, forget all that average stuff, blah blah. As long as my team is winning, that's all I care. That's all I care.
Hold on, that's true. One last thing though, before I totally agree with Shadow. When I've made if you guys follow us on Instagram, the OPS on base percentage. This is what I came down to when I made my All Star team
Mm-hmm.
for the AL and AL. I didn't care. Yes, I was looking at the batting average, but I think I can't remember. I want to say it was Crow Armstrong. I think his batting average is a little lower than somebody else. But I want to go ahead and look at the OPS on base percentage because I want to see how often you're getting on base. Yeah, batting average is cool, but for me, I still look at the batting average. But for me, the tiebreaker is the OPS because that's you're getting on base. They either just walks or getting hit by a pitch. In my personal right now, what's going on with my oldest is playing baseball. He's not getting this season. He's not getting a lot of hits, but me and my dad laugh about it because this dude gets hit every single game. He gets hit by a ball, and it's not the whole team. It's literally just him. I don't know. I don't feel like he's crowding the plate. I mean, you guys might think I'm being biased or whatever because it's my son. I don't think he's not. I would say he's not crowding the plate, but he gets hit every single game, and so his OPS, his on base percentage, will be higher than his batting average because he gets hits, he gets walks. Uh, I get frustrated because I want him to swing. I don't, right here, obviously, is little league. Ain't nobody paying attention to batting average or OPS. But I get frustrated because he knows how to work a walk, and I always tell him stop looking for the walk. Because once it comes playoff time, there's pitchers that just throw nothing but strikes, and you got to just learn how to start protecting the plate and start hitting. But Shadow is right on the OPS. OPS for me is up there as well as the batting average.
So, but would you say OPS is better than the batting average.
In my opinion, no. I want to see a hitter. I want to see a hitter. That's just my opinion. I want to see somebody that's I don't kind of in a way earning
Yeah,
their
stripes.
spot on first. Yeah, or earning their spot on first base.
Yeah,
Not looking for the walk. And like I said, that's what I tell my son. Don't look for the walk. Somebody is not out there looking for the walk. But I mean, sometimes it comes down to that. Like, just get on base.
damn,
That's all that matters.
damn.
Yes,
But
that's what I would say. It's that, and I only say that because, I mean, obviously, Muncie has picked it up ever since he started wearing the glasses. He started wearing the
Oh yeah,
glasses
I
and he
saw
picked
that.
it up. He picked it up since then. But before that, he would either, like you said, either strike out or homer. But he was striking out. He was striking out more than he was homering, obviously, which is hard to homer, obviously. But he wasn't really getting on base unless he was getting walked. But
okay,
as far
see,
as
but
contact, he wasn't getting much contact.
but the point of the game is to score runs. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter how
with
you do
yes,
it. It doesn't
yep,
matter how you
that's
do it.
true.
It doesn't matter if you hit a home run, as long as you don't strike out. If you draw a walk, that's already a man on
A
base.
plus. Yep.
Yeah, it's a plus. It's a plus. So at the end of the day, the goal is to score runs. It's to score runs. Doesn't matter if you how you score a run. Like if it's
Score
all
runs or give your team the opportunity to score you in. Like even if it is a walk,
exactly,
Yep.
exactly,
just give
exactly.
your
So
team an
it doesn't
I
matter.
opportunity to
It
agree
win
with
the
doesn't.
that.
game.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's like a balk to get your man from first to second, and then he steals third. And what it the point of the game is to score runs, right?
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna win it. Well, that's
Yeah,
how you're gonna win
exactly.
the game.
Look, I'm not comparing soccer or anything like that, but it's the same thing with soccer. You have these soccer games where a whole team is dominating the whole the whole game, right? And
Hmm.
then some people say like, okay, oh, that team should have won because they were dominating the whole game, but they didn't score, and the other team did though. While
Yeah.
the other team just fell back and they just counterattacked the whole game, But the other team did score. It's the same thing I feel like with this one. Like like it doesn't like the point of the game is to score runs. It doesn't matter how you do it. That's my point.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how you do it.
Yep.
Like it could be like it could be look. I don't know. Maybe Moses, you seen it? I don't know if you've seen any point, any game in your life where like a team scores a run where they don't get a hit. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Not personally, but I mean, I know it could happen.
Yeah, right. Or
Like
maybe
I think I was telling you, Chinto. Okay, I'm pretty sure it happened in MLB, but again, a personal experience, not of mine, of my dad. My dad grew up playing baseball as well. Man, he was a pitcher. He won the game, but the other pitcher threw a no hitter. But my dad
that's
won the
great.
game. What happened was he walked my dad. My dad stole second, stole third, then a sac fly brought him in. That was it the whole game. 1-0. But that pitcher threw a complete game no hitter. And he lost the game. So yeah, like you could win a game without getting a hit.
See, that's what I mean. So it doesn't matter though. You still won though, right? That's the most important
Yeah.
thing,
Hmm.
right? You won the game,
Yeah,
right? So it
yeah.
doesn't matter if you win by walks or home runs or like as long as you win the game, bro. That's all that matters. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
Well, talking. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say at the end of the day, like some people like to see the hits coming. But I mean, to me, is like if you win the game, you win the game. Like I know, I do be talking a lot of crap on Muncie though. I ain't gonna lie.
But okay, but see, okay, well for you guys is all cool. For me, this is where I'm not cool because man, teams with most Home runs. This is where I'm not cool. We're talking about home runs, right? The
Home runs or walk?
Angels, Angels as a team, the Angels as a team are third. Our third on home runs. So the first is the Dodgers 100, and like you said, you home runs and you guys are winning games. The Yankees 97 and they're winning games. The third team with the most home runs as a team is the Angels with 87. So for that's why for me too, I don't care about home runs because like we said it so many times in previous, we're not getting runners on, you know. And it's like you said, Cinco, like get on base, and the Angels
All
are
you gotta
only
do.
hitting home runs and not getting nobody on base because they're 87, they're third in all of MLB, and they can't then look at them, they're sub 500.
All you gotta do is get on base. It don't matter how. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Well, you've been
Yeah,
I mean,
oh, it's
look.
easier said than done though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna ask you. I don't know how the Angels like batting looks like, but like how does this is hard to explain for me because how does their like when a pitcher throws a bad ball, how is that swinging for the Angels? How would you call that? You know what I'm saying or no?
Oh yeah.
How
Yeah,
would you?
I don't know. Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say
Um.
though or no?
Yeah. Like how's they're just swinging and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
I
say.
don't know the word for it right now, but yeah, I really wouldn't know. Like swings, strikes outside the strike zone. You know,
Strike zone. Yeah.
balls outside the strike zone.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're looking on that.
Hey, but you've been Moses. You've been saying it all season though. The shit with the Angels is, it's always they're homering, but it's always single home run,
Hmm.
single home runs, and not producing any. Oh, they're not getting on base, and so therefore it's just single home runs.
Well,
You
that's what it
know.
goes back to what we were saying, just right.
Yeah. That's the shit.
Like,
That's the real shit. Yeah.
hey man,
That's the.
I think we need Shadow back on here, bro. We need Shadow on
Yeah.
the episode. We go, come on, Shadow. Let's talk about it.
I told him the seat is on available,
Let's talk
but
about
but but like yeah, those solo shots, like we said multiple times since the beginning of the season, that those solo shots ain't gonna continue winning us games, and it came to an end because it was like that since the beginning. Solo shots. As of late, they haven't really been hitting too many home runs. But yeah, those solo shots ain't gonna do it.
Uh.
And yeah,
Oh.
see that's true right here. That's see with you guys are right with the shadow, but they don't play small ball. Ever since the Angels left, since Social left, and Social is a big part of that small ball, bunting, getting your runner from first and second, and stuff like that. What?
Oh. What you
My
saying,
bad.
Mo?
Go ahead. Nah, I had to, my bad. Like I had to talk to my kids real quick, make sure they're going to bed.
Oh.
all good.
Former Dodger Gray Shadow says Mike Sosha. But
Yeah.
if you guys don't got anything else to add to that, I do. I mean, just real quick. I mean, I want to talk about the Detroit Tigers, which I don't think anyone expected Detroit to be the first team to 40 wins this year, the team with the most wins. I mean, I don't even think anyone had them winning the division.
I
I mean,
did.
I know I. Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
I think I had them as a sleeper team. I believe I had them as a sleeper team. But I mean, obviously, I'm a Dodger fan, so I don't really watch any other games. I haven't heard, but what do you think about this
If
team?
you go back to our division remember a few months ago,
Yeah.
I had the Detroit Tigers winning that division.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
know I have my notes. I gotta look for my notebook, but I know I had the notes. At least mine. I think I did have them as a sleeper team, but
Detroit, they have solid pitching, young hitters, young batters, solid batting, solid
is
defense.
that where what's that pitcher's name? That good ass pitcher. That he was I think he was
Football.
a rookie last year.
Cuba.
Scuba? That's where he plays?
He wasn't a rookie though,
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. I thought he was a rookie, but
but he won the Cy Young. But he won. He did win the Cy Young. I did have Detroit, and I might add, I did have the Cubs on top too. I'm gonna say
oh,
that.
The Cubs are playing pretty good too.
Yep, Cubs are looking solid. So, I mean, I don't know, Moses. How you feel about Detroit? Do
Yeah,
you think they're
Detroit. I want.
you think they're real contenders or pretenders or
Yeah, because
overachievers?
they got the for me they got no, they got the rotation to do it. I wanted to see their my internet's kind of slow right now. I
What are you
wanted to
trying to
see
see?
like the leader in runs because I feel like I could be wrong. I don't follow Detroit as much, but I want to see the leader in runs.
Run
But
score.
Go to
Go to
Run
run
scored
score.
run
right here, the
score.
Yeah.
RS.
Yes.
Oh,
Or
okay,
310.
Detroit 310.
310, but it's not
Oh no,
them.
so
Yankees got
no, so they
322.
are up there. No, so I'm
Yeah.
wrong. I was gonna say I feel like they don't have that much runs scored, but but
Well,
let me see.
they're
Look at
only
look
under.
at their look at the runs allowed. They don't run. For me, it just is just they got like the differential. They're plus 91. They got a good rotation. They got a good rotation. I think they are. Detroit is the real deal.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
Detroit. I mean, just the pitching. Like again, going back to what we said earlier about OKC defense wins championships, and they got the rotation, they got the pitching, they got the defense to win it. Now I'm not saying win it all, but I'm saying
But they're
they got
contenders in your eyes,
they contenders for sure.
for sure.
Yeah, you look at the division. Cleveland is a strong team. Minnesota, I expected more from them, especially the KC. You know,
I mean,
KC.
I mean, you look at those.
I feel like
You look at those teams'
KC,
records.
they're underachieving for sure. KC, because
You
you
look at
saw
those
them
teams'
last year.
records. Though. Look
Yeah,
at those teams' records.
they
They're all
all
over.
got. They mostly got all winning records.
Yeah,
Except
exactly.
for, well, they
Yeah.
all got winning records except for
White Sox.
the Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, that's a tough ass division, bro. As of right now, they're still
Uh,
on the hunt to win that division.
yeah, I mean, it's still up for grabs. It's still early. It's still up for grabs, but
By
nah. I
6 game,
mean,
Cleveland
credit.
by
At the end of the day, credit Detroit. They got the rotation. They got the pitching rotation.
They
Because
do.
it's not just schoolball. They got schoolball. I forgot the other dude. They got some the dude from you guys got from the Dodgers last year.
Oh
oh
Um,
and
yeah. Flaherty.
Flaherty.
Flaherty. Yeah, he's doing good this season again.
Yeah.
So they got a great pitching rotation right there in Detroit.
Hey, let's compare that plus that differential with the Dodgers. Let's see where they're at. They're plus
Dodgers
91.
are
They're plus 91.
plus 8. Dodgers are plus 80.
Dang. So they got a higher. They
Yeah,
got
you
a.
see, and then we know, like we said, the problem with the Dodgers is their rotation. That's
And look at
fucked
the
up right
Cubs.
now.
The Cubs have the highest at plus 100. The differential.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think
No,
the Yankees.
Cubs are good.
No, the Cubs are here plus
No,
100
no,
No,
but
but if you score love, I think the
I think
Yankees
the Yankees are
were
higher.
above them.
plus 95.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, so they lead the league.
Yeah, the Cubs at said they were gonna be solid.
They're 38 and 23. Same as the Mets, and the Dodgers are 37 and 24.
I mean,
But
listen. I'm like it's barely June.
yeah,
We still got July, August,
in
September.
September.
That's 3 months, bro. Anything can happen in 3 months, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
like come back to me after the All-Star break, and we'll see. We'll see
Well,
what.
it's all
Yeah, but the All Star
that's
break. Well, by the All Star break, we're going to see who's sellers and who's
Exactly.
buyers. That's when you could kind of start, eliminating some teams.
That's
But
what
still, like we said, we say it in baseball, is whoever's hot. Come September, you don't know. Maybe some team in September just goes like 20-5, like, and makes the playoffs, and they enter the playoffs hot. You just never know.
I'm. Yep.
yep. Well, real quick before we end the MLB talk, uh, Colorado Rockies, the sorriest team in the league. I heard they're on pace to break the White Sox record last year of having the least wins or the most
The
losses,
worst record.
whatever it was, the
Yeah,
record.
well,
And they finally won their first series against the Miami
Sweat
Marlins.
too. They sweat.
They
another
so yeah
loss
they
place.
they swept them today too. You guys think that the Rockies gonna break that record?
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, because they still got to play the division, and that division is one of the toughest divisions in baseball.
Even though Arizona
So,
a winning record, Arizona I feel like it's still tough. So yeah, they do gotta face all these teams. Like
yeah,
yeah,
and I think
I don't
look at what Toño left, but damn, they got the worst. I'm pretty sure they got the worst differential in baseball at -181. But yeah, I mean, majority of the games are going to be played against the division, and yeah, I know you called out Arizona, but the top three, they ain't gonna lose to Colorado.
no, I didn't even
Maybe
call
a
them out.
game.
I said Arizona. Look at they got. I know they got a losing record right now, but Arizona is that record don't indicate what Arizona's capable of. Is what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
feel
because
like
Arizona still got to play the top three and the other three in front of them too.
yeah,
Arizona got the good squad.
yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
and
We'll see.
look at Arizona's differential. It's not that bad.
Minus
It's
barely.
minus, but it's -4 only.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. Arizona's still tough. San Francisco, you
Yeah,
got San Francisco,
yeah.
San Diego.
So I mean, to answer your question, Tonyo, yeah, maybe the Rockies do break that record.
Damn. I mean, damn, and then also I had heard that about people. I don't know who it is, but people saying that they gotta get Skeens out of Pittsburgh, get them to a winning team because they only win when he pitches and stuff like that. Like, and he's a great pitcher for being on a sorry team like that.
Damn,
What
Well,
man.
that's
are
the
what are
thing,
your thoughts on that?
though. He's not even getting a lot of wins either, though.
Oh no,
Yeah, and it's not his fault though.
Yeah, because
yeah,
of
he's
the
not
team.
getting.
Yeah, it's
They're not
He's
because
getting
not
the
getting the run
runs.
support.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's too early. It's barely his second season, right?
Hey,
first. No,
yeah,
yeah,
it's like
Second
second
season.
season.
So like just chill, like another 2 years, and then we'll start talking about if he needs to smooth teams. Like
no, but that's not the thing though. It's just you could move them now and get. It's
get
because
Get a
better.
bunch
baseball is
of
hard.
get
Like
a
nobody
get a
really thinks
bunch of
about
players.
draft capital, but yeah, you get a bunch of player prospects. Not even drafts. Yeah, you get a bunch of prospects, but even then, you're rolling the dice. Baseball is just a hard sport. You don't know who you're picking up. You really gotta get a good scout team because it's like we said. You got single A, double A, triple A. It's hard to move up. You gotta get lucky sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it's not even just about moving up. It's about playing, being consistent too, and like we said last week, baseball is the hardest sport to play. You know, because you
yeah.
guys like
Well, listen,
it.
if Paul Skeens just stays consistent and keeps doing what he's doing, and his team's still losing, it doesn't matter if the team will still get value, maybe even more, because he's still producing at that high level with that bottom average team. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
like I just feel like if Paul Skeens continues to do what he's doing and the Pirates are still losing, like it doesn't. That's not gonna diminish the team's value. People are still gonna the other teams are still gonna want to pick up Skeens. Maybe for
Yeah.
even more since he's still
And he's gonna get cashed out when his contract comes up
at the
to
end of
renew the
the
contract. He's
day.
gonna get paid.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like Moses said. This is tough though because there's a lot of players in baseball like to keep an eye on, and I don't know. You just gotta have a lot of scouts tracking these players, move their at bats and everything. It's just baseball's different, bro. I'm gonna say that it's way
Yeah,
different. Baseball's
yeah,
different.
it is.
I don't know.
Or anything else to add, Mo?
No, I think that's it.
Well, we'll move on to our next topic. I mean, not a lot to say, but Liga MX final America versus Toluca. America loses that one. I believe it was 2-0, right?
2-1. Oh yeah, 2-0. My bad. Yeah. I don't know
2-0,
how I
right?
seen the LAFC. Yeah,
2-0 against Toluca. I
2-0.
will deserve for Toluca, I just think Alexis Vega deserved that championship after
He
after
deserved
all
it.
the all.
Why?
I think because he was always a great player with Chivas, and
With-
Chivas let him go for being an alcoholic or for going out and partying and stuff like that.
Well, that's
I
not a
thought
great
Vega
player.
was, huh?
That doesn't make him a great player.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm saying he is a great player. Like he would always
Not
play
with
good
Chivas.
with Chivas. Yeah, with
He
Chivas
was
he was playing good till he started having issues about going out and stuff like that.
he was the
I
smartest player he's ever been of his version self with Chivas. He used to be better before he got to Chivas with Toluca, and then after right now with Toluca again.
I
To
mean
me, he was not. That wasn't his best version of himself.
no, well, obviously his best version is right now with Toluca right now. I feel like he's balling out now
Well, let
with
me let me
Toluca.
guys let me ask you guys this. So you say that Shinto that his best version was with Toluca pretty much.
Yeah,
Do you think this is my question because I know Toño said that he was partying too much. You think it's Guadalajara that's a party city? That's why he was partying and distracted? Or do you think Toluca has a better coaching staff that has them on check and has them playing better? You think it has to do with the city or the coaching?
damn man, that's a hard ass question. It might be a little bit of both, but damn, I guess Toluca's a big city too, right? It's a big city, but I just feel like it's all about discipline at the end of the day. You feel me? It's all about discipline. I feel like the coaches gotta be there. I mean, the coaches can only do so much though.
Yeah.
They can only tell you so much. I feel like I feel like everybody that comes. This is my thought, my honest thoughts. I feel like everybody that comes to play with Chivas ends up on a bad breaker. Like like they end up on bad terms with the club, with soccer, everything. Like I feel like everybody that comes to Chivas, their game goes down. The reason I don't know why. It might be because of that, because of the club life, the party life. It might be because of that. Does that have to do with the coaches? Maybe a little bit, but at the end of the day, the players got a lot to do with it. I mean, because you hear a lot of players that succeeded in Chivas too. You know, a lot of
Mm.
players, but I don't know, man. It might be a little bit of both. It might be a little bit of
That's what
both.
I think. I think it's both.
It might be a little bit of both, but man, like I think at the end of the day, it has to be on the player, man. That's my thing. It's on the player. You gotta have your mind right. You gotta know like, okay, I'm ready. I'm here to win games. I'm getting paid all these millions of dollars to win games, right? It's tough, man, because I know how we
Uh,
feel. It's tough because I know how I think. Because we think, oh, okay, look, we're having fun over here, right? I guess that's what We didn't. I mean, you know, like it's just tough. Like it's tough. It's tough to call. Like, but I do. I'm gonna just end it with this real quick. I'm gonna just say this: a lot of the players that come to Chivas, they end up doing worse than what they were previously doing. That's it.
Well, I think it's both. I think obviously humans want to have fun. You know, you want to go out and have fun, and in Chivas, I feel like they're too strict. They don't let you. They don't want you partying at least, especially because you get into trouble, just like how Alexis Vega did. And I did think Alexis Vega was good with Chivas. Maybe in his first few years with Chivas, he was good. Towards the end, when he started having issues about that, yes, that's when his game kind of went down. It went down. He wasn't playing that good no more. But I think it's the coaching. It's that wanting to party, and then it is also the player, the mental of the player. Because if you're in a team where they're not letting you have fun, you can't have fun. The coach the coach isn't like you don't respect the coach. Obviously, all that like you don't want to play. Like you're in a bad mood. You know you don't want to do any of that.
Yeah.
But yes, but you are right, Chinto. That a player they bring a player in, he does bad, they leave, and then it's a whole new player. You know, like they renew their career and shit. Which is what we're talking about with Alexis Vega. But I mean, it's all. I think it's all that you know. But I do think Alexis Vega did deserve one, at least one championship.
Yeah, he deserved it. I agree with that. He did deserve it, and he got it with the right team. I'm gonna say that
Yeah, yeah.
with Luca.
I mean, obviously, Chivas. I mean, we're not talking about Chivas, but Chivas ain't going nowhere anytime soon. But, anyways, the next game again, America versus LAFC, which they played well, the Copa de Clubes final, and they lost. They lost 2-1. I mean, in the last minute goal by Boanga from LAFC. I didn't watch the game, but man, America just can't catch a break. I guess now. I don't know
Hey,
what you guys think they're going down, or is there a minor decline for them?
they're still
Major
making
decline?
this. They're making it to the finals, but they haven't won the last two. And honestly, that's still an accomplishment in my eyes for them to be up that high. That's an accomplishment for me. Like
Especially being that high for that long.
exactly for that long. Like they've been like not only this year, the past season and the season before that and the season before that,
I
they've
think
been
it's
up
been like
here.
the past 5 to 10 years, I believe.
America. They've been up there, and obviously you can't win them all. You can't win them
Yeah.
all, but to be up there every year after year after year, shit, I would love that from Chivas. You know, I would love that from Chivas.
Hell
So
yeah,
for
hell
America to
yeah.
do that, I'll give them my respects. I'll give them my respects.
Well,
Still
you did
fuck
when you kissed the
America though.
jersey.
It's still
You
fuck
did when
America
you kissed the
though.
jersey, no?
Still fuck America though. But they got my respects. They got my respects though. They got my respects for sure. Uh,
Yeah.
you know it's tough to do. You know, keep your club up that high and in the board standings, whatever. But 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 there's always a but. To lose two in a row like that, that's gotta be demoralizing, no? That's gotta be demoralizing, or no? I mean,
Yeah. You
look,
start doubting yourself.
look,
You start doubting yourself.
look. They lost two in a row, and I think they might lose the next one versus Toluca again. It's
Oh,
just not.
that one tournament. What is it?
I don't know what
The
that
champion
is.
of champions, champion of
Campeón de
champions,
campeones, campeón de
campeón de
campeones.
campeones. Someone was telling. I don't. Someone was telling me about it. I don't remember who. Someone was telling me
Me,
about that.
fool.
Oh, that was you. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. I knew someone was. Oh, yeah, you were telling me earlier
Yeah.
on the line. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's gonna be
so
right here across the street from my pet.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me.
yeah, so
But
that might be kind of demoralizing, and I think America's gonna lose that one too. Honestly. If
Yeah.
Toluca comes out with the full squad, we'll see though. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, before we end it, I do want to talk a little bit real quick. Mexico does have two friendlies coming up. I mean, I've been saying it for a while. Mexico is not looking good. They don't have no players to bring up, and not just that, they just lost two players at practice. They
Mm.
got injured. Chucky Lozano and el delantero de América,
Henry
Henry
Martin.
Martin.
Yeah,
Henry
that's funny how
Martin.
you bring that up. Well, I was more excited about El Chucky, and I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
that he was gonna
Chucky.
play. I was like, oh hell yeah, cool! They finally brought him back, and I got the report today that both of them got hurt and they're not gonna play. I was like, damn.
I mean,
Chuka's
Henry
been back
Martin
though.
never. Yeah, but Henry Martin. I mean, I don't know why, but to me, he's not good. I like. Yeah, he scored.
No.
He's a goal scorer. Honestly, he is a goal scorer. But to me, he's not good. Like you have to put it like either right at his feet or on his head for him to score. But I mean, Chucky Lozano. I mean, he's kind of getting up there in age too. But
Chuka Lozano hasn't played in what, like a year and a half.
well, he had gotten hurt too.
That's why.
He's
So
been hurt. Yeah, he's been hurt.
so we don't need him. Like he hasn't been there. He hasn't been there. Like it's cool. We don't need him. Chucky Lozano, yeah, if he was fully healthy, but when can you say that? When can you say that? When was the last time you said Chucky Lozano's fully healthy? He's gonna bring us to the glory land. Never.
That was
Like
probably
when
like
they probably
two
when we
couple
beat
years
Germany,
ago.
when we beat Germany in the World Cup. That was the last time I seen Chucky Lozano really go all off.
He's had more than that. After that, he's done more after that. But yeah, I mean, not like that. Which
But
everyone did good on
but
that.
you gotta you know
Everyone did good
Chucky
on that.
Lozano hasn't played for like a year and a half. Like
So he hasn't
Chucky
even
Lozano
played
was
for the San Diego team.
nope. Oh, for the
Oh
Sunday.
shit.
Oh, you're talking about the club team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, well, at least for the
he's
club.
there. Yeah,
Oh,
for the
okay.
club team, he's there. But I'm saying like for Mexico
Yeah, okay.
team, for Mexico, he hasn't been there in a long time. And then
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're not that good, but I mean, what's new? You know, what's new? Like he hasn't been there. That's all I can say. Like we got other players already. Like doesn't mean we're gonna be good either. But I'm just saying, like we're not gonna. Honestly, I'm not gonna miss Chucky. Like when was the last time he was healthy? Is what I'm asking.
Well, I do wish the best for Mexico, but to me, I don't
Always.
see them being like a good team, good enough to do anything in the World Cup, even that is coming up next year.
In the World
I
Cup,
don't,
but maybe in this Copa America, in the Copa Oro coming up.
man, I don't even think so either, man.
No, I mean it's just CONCACAF teams right here. The hardest team he faces is Canada and USA. Maybe Jamaica.
Man, they'll probably lose to all those other South American teams too.
I don't know.
I don't know. The way I see it, it's just they don't have a way of I don't know
They
I
just
don't
that
remember
they don't have no forwards. Like
they
nobody
don't
that
have,
they don't have
no
no
they don't
they
have
don't
a good
have no,
scheme. They don't have a good scheme of playing.
maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. You know more than
And
me.
that's got the scheme's got to do with the coaching, and they're always switching coaches. Like not like when they bring in a coach, obviously it takes a while for a team to get uh used to the game plan of the coach. He's not just out for one, two,
Yeah,
three games.
I hear you.
It takes more than that, and they don't give the coaches enough chance, enough
And
time.
you know who had that? You know who had that?
Oh,
Piojo Herrera.
dog, man, I didn't think they should have never let. They should have never let him go. But I
Fucking
mean, that's
Piojo
not up
had
to
that,
me.
bro. Pero el Piojo la cagó.
He
Fucking
did. He did. He slapped a reporter or whoever that was. But they should have just fined him, and that's it. They
Yeah.
should have just
maybe.
fined him,
I guess, yeah. I guess you could say they should have just fined him.
not
Yeah,
suspend him. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we got long enough. You guys, anything else you guys want to talk about before we end this?
No, I got
Oh,
nothing to say.
well, with that being said, man, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming on. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, even if you guys watch it after. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. We have TikTok, Instagram, all that. Make sure you guys share our stuff, man. That way other people see it. Anyone that likes sports. But
Before we
with
leave,
that, go ahead.
give a shout out to my homie Shadow real quick. Staying active on the comments. Appreciate you,
Thanks, Big Shadow.
Shadow. Thank you. And one quick shout out before we leave. Shout out to my boy Matthew, who's graduating tomorrow from 5th grade. Very proud of him. And with that, let's get out of here.
Lates, guys.